That's when you do that with footballers, like he said about Leeds, and when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce. I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that, but I'll tell you, you can tell him now if you're watching it, we're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Good morning, fellas. We are here in game week 12, and let's be honest, we're all a little bit disappointed that Peps didn't pick up this man as his legend. Look at these stats. They are delightful. Technically maybe not legendary status, but mentally and physically top notch. He's at Liverpool, 7 goals in 9 games. Would have been delightful for Peps. Anyway, let's crack on with the league. We can see Ashtown's lead has been reduced to 4 points. And today we're going to be looking at the Bugles versus Jeff. The Bugles, everyone's still in the title race. We're only 11 games in. The Bugles are 8 points behind and Jeff 10 points behind. But, importantly, they've finally got Ronaldinho back. And we will hopefully see him start today. He made his sub-appearance last week. We'll hopefully see him start. And that's about it, I believe. Let's crack on. Will he start? Will he start? No, he doesn't. Still not fit enough. It says severely lacking in match sharpness, so it's understandable. I'm sure we will see him come on at some point. Otherwise, it's just Delafeu, Lallana and Pepe. A decent attacking lineup. Not great, though, by any means. They do have Lewandowski and Bruno Fernandes there, though. The defence isn't ideal. Aman's obviously pretty good on this. De Gea's obviously very good. Wan-Bissaka's rated, but that doesn't fill me with confidence at the back. Unlike for the Bugles, who have got Alderweireld, who's rated, and Van Dijk, who's obviously very, very good. Ederson's very, very good. Kante's very, very good. This is a good side. In fact, this is a very good side. Do they have any injuries? They presumably have a couple of injuries because they've got this Diaz guy on the bench, but close to full strength. In fact, I'm going to have a quick look. Gundogan, of course, the long-term injury to Gundogan, but otherwise, this is probably the strongest team they can put out. And this is going to be tough for Jeff, I think, especially without Ronaldinho starting. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 10 minutes in, nothing to report. We do have another goal for Rainbow, and it's again Neymar. What a season he's having. Away at the Dons, they lead. Murder and Zidansford taking the lead away at Oliver Bierhoff's team with Pookie with the goal there. And Adelaide have taken the lead away at Cruise Control through Di Stefano. Aubameyang has doubled Murder and Zidansford's lead away at Oliver Bierhoff's. Bit of a surprise there because they've been quite defensive. Although they've just conceded 2 quick goals, one through Doucouré, one through Deeney, so the Watford double of all things, helping Oliver Bierhoff's get level in that game. We're about to approach half-time in this with absolutely nothing happening. 2 shots on target in the whole game, both for Jeff. Bugles dominating possession. I think they dominate possession in most games, if I recall right. But we'll recap what's going on elsewhere. Aguero's doubled Rainbow's lead away at the Dons. Flash are leading league leaders Ashtown 1-0 through a Mason Mount goal. Ryan Fraser's gone off injured for Ashtown, so another loss in personnel for the league leaders. Cruz have turned things around quickly at home to Adelaide. They're 2-1 up now. Henry and Richarlison with the goals there. And Tappan are leading away. Let's get Messi 2-1. Silva put them 1-0 up. Griezmann equalised, but then Jesus has put them 2-1 up again just before half-time. Loxton are leading Jesus Walks 1-0. Roberto Firmino with the goal in that game. But Gomez has gone off injured for them. And like I said, Bierhoff's turned that 2-0. They were 2-0 down at home to Murdoch's dance floor, but they are now 2-2. So, very quick first half. Let's crack on with the second half. We see Suarez, Pritchard and Johnny all with yellow cards for the Bugles. Socrates and Pepe with yellow cards for Jeff. Now, Johnny finds Puskas. Puskas crosses Suarez. He climbs above it above whoever that was, and he heads it into the back of the net. It's whoever the right back is, I believe. Not doing enough to stop him, and Bugles take a 1-0 lead. Puskas with the assist, but what can Jeff do? Straight from kickoff, they find Verdi. He's got Bruno Fernandes in the centre. Xhaka to Bruno Fernandes, who's going to try and find Pepe. He does really nicely. Pepe with a chance now. Oh, that was a big chance. And the goalkeeper makes the save. Ederson, I believe. And they clear the resulting corner. Been a goal for the Dons, I believe. They were now 2-1 down at home to Rainbow, so a chance for them to get back into it. Anyway, the Bugles with the ball. Pritchard to Alderweireld. They're 1-0 up. They give the ball away there. Ederson gives it away to Pepe. Pepe again coming through, and again he misses. 2 big chances for Pepe now. Let's get Messi equalised at home to Tap and Cannon. Jimenez with the goal there just after half time. It was Johan Cruyff with the goal for the Dons, and Flash Raiders now 3-0 up at home to Astown. Mbappe and Pele with the goals. Legend and the rest of the world, or rest of the world and Legend, goal scorers there. And the league leaders are 3-0 down. They're really struggling with all the losses in personnel that they've got. Now, interesting pass there from Pepe. Eventually finds its way to Lewandowski. Lallana with the pot shot. And now Socrates finds Pepe again, who, apart from his 2 misses, seems to be involved in everything that Jeff do. Xhaka from distance. And actually, that nearly went in. Are they going to bring on Ronaldinho? There's 13 minutes to go. Surely you've got to bring him on. Johnny with the cross now to Puskas. Johnny with the ball again. Cross it into Suarez. Oof, nearly a carbon copy of the first goal. But De Gea saves this time. And now he finds Bruno Fernandes, who then takes it back. They don't have time to be messing around with this. Lewandowski wins the header. Alderweireld now sweeps up. And now Pritchard with the ball. Kante, great ball out to Pulisic. What can Pulisic do? Finds Johnny, who's actually doing really well today. Comes out to Pulisic to Torreira from distance. Maybe Ben, perhaps? Ben with his left foot. What a goal that is. Just like in Lordswood, the goal is the shed. The ball goes in the back of it. And that is 2-0 to the Bugles. That's game over for Jeff. Look at this. Vintage Pritchard. Ladleigh have equalised away at Cruz. Wilkins with the goal. It's 2-2 there. Now Ladleigh have scored a third. Di Stefano with the goal. So they've gone 3-2 up. Bit of a thriller at Cruz control. Xhaka with the ball now for Jeff. Can they get a consolation? Johnny clears up. Ederson now with the ball. He finds Tierney to Pritchard to Suarez. Torreira finds Pulisic. He finds Puskas. Is it going to be 3? Oh, it's a very good save by De Gea. Torreira with the corner. De Gea claims again. And we're heading into injury time. Ronaldinho has come on. You wanted to give him longer, surely. Bugles win 2-0. The stats don't look favourable, except for the possession, which they dominated, and they tend to dominate. I guess they've got a manager who favours that. Clear-cut chances, though. 2 for Go Ahead Bugles, 0 for Verdi, 0 for Jeff. So, again, these shots don't always tell the picture. It's mainly clear-cut chances and possession, I think, tend to be the best indicators. Some good performances all round. Pritchard, man of the match, I believe, with an 8.3. Let's see what else happened. Rainbow Rovers got pegged back. That's costly. They were second. They're now dropped down to third. Jamie Vardy with the 84th minute goal for the Dons. Maybe a little bit fortunate. 56% possession for Rainbow. 3 clear-cut chances. But not really good enough. Only some good performances from the front 4. Elsewhere it wasn't great. And the Dons will certainly take that point as they stay in 8th. Flash hammer Astown, 3-0. Mendy. Now this is the issue that every team will have if they start picking up a lot of injuries and suspensions, is that you end up having these nobodies from Andorra play for you who have got absolutely terrible stats, and it really does show. Again, if you remember Tomo's team when he in the first sim, when he had a nobody in goal for like the first 7 games, pretty much lost every single one. It is really costly, so you do need your players to be fit and healthy and not banned, which is obviously something that Astown not very good at, and it's cost him in this game big time. Not only that, Ryan Fraser and Lo Celso went off. It's only Lo Celso's that looks like it'll cost him some game time though, so kind of fortunate there. Ladleigh won 3-2, and that puts them just 2 points behind Astown now. Harry Winks getting injured for cruise control. Bit of a nightmare for Ryan Sessegnon, by the looks of it. Bernardo Silva playing really well, and obviously the front two playing really well for Ladleigh, and by the looks of it they just about edged the game as well. Let's Get Messi and Tapankandri 2-2. Jimenez with the goal after half time. Dean Henderson having another nightmare for Let's Get Messi, who actually played pretty well by the looks of it. So draw, probably a fair result. The front three of Tapankan doing what you'd expect. Likewise, the front four of Let's Get Messi playing really nicely. But Dean Henderson, by the looks of it, judging on that average rating, costing Let's Get Messi. Jesus Walks scored a very late equaliser through Dybala, and they salvage a point away at Loxton. Joe Gomez got a slight knock, but he'll be fine for next week. Alaba playing at centre back actually for Loxton, not playing very well at all. If we look at the match stats, a very even game. So a thoroughly deserved draw for Jesus Walks, continuing to play this 4-4-2 of Don Revis. Zaha playing left side, and Max Aaron's playing a lot of the games at right mid. I didn't think he'd play any games this season, and yet he's already played 7 starts. Well, he's already played 11 with 7 starts. So Bellerin with just 2 starts. It's an interesting one. And then our final game was the 2-2 draw between Oliver Bierhoffs and Merdon Zidane. So that keeps Bierhoffs 7th and Merdon Zidane 9th. It is super tight, especially with Astown losing. The league is getting compact. Lots of yellow cards in this one. Looks like a very even game. Pep's probably dominating possession, but in terms of clear-cut chances, very even. Neuer not having a great one. Don't think he's had a great season by the looks of it. Look at those stats for Peps. Really, really good. Only Salter and Dina having a poor game. Well, and the keeper as well. But 8 players playing really well. Let's have a quick look at Neuer's average rating this season. 6.84 actually is pretty good. So maybe it's just cognitive bias of some form, in which I only notice when he doesn't play very well. We've got about a minute, so I'm just going to have a quick look at some things. Di Stefano, top goal scorer on 9, with Aguero, Neymar and Eusebio on 8, and Aubameyang and Kane on 7. Average rating, Di Stefano, and then you've got Neymar, Bernardo Silva, Eusebio, Pele, Maradona, Mane, Aguero. Some big names. Any injuries that we haven't seen? Minamino and Sissoko out for a while, for Wilkins. Sterling out for a few weeks, that's going to be annoying for Tomo. Jack Grealish out for a few weeks, I did notice that the other time, but I forgot to mention it. And yeah, that's your lot for today, fellas. Got a couple of great tunes coming up for the next couple of days, but as always, let me know if you got any ideas. And that is it. Have a great day. Peace out.